Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is I Talk Ball. This is the 1953-54 NBA season. If you've been following along, we're just going to go through the teams, same format as always. Starting off with the Baltimore Bullets. These guys are coming down to their last couple years. In real life, they folded before the 54-55 season, but they're going to get that season in this reality. They got a solid little squad. They go really deep. Jim Pollard, the best overall wise. Don Otten, also a good player. So, got a solid squad here. Then the Capitals don't exist anymore. Then we go to the Boston Celtics. They got Carl Braun still. Also Larry Faust. If I remember correctly, was he on a different team? He was. He was on Indy. He was on the Olympians. Okay, yes. So the Olympians did disperse. So now these teams are looking a lot better. A lot of 80s, 290s. We'll see how the Celtics do. Then for the Milwaukee Hawks, Bob Davies still here. Bill Milkvey. He's got like no vowels in his name other than the Y. Then Ronald Hawkins, Harry Gallatin. They got some guys as well. Moving on to the New York Knicks, Fred Scolari starting to get worse. Nat Clifton, Mauricio Palermo. I don't even think he's a real player at this time. But yeah, they got some guys. We'll see if they can make any noise. But then we have our new little super team. Bob Cousy, who has jumped from the Bullets to the Lakers last year. They got swept in the finals. Dolph Schayes from the Olympians has joined Bob Cousy over here and Bill Sharman now. And Bill Sharman, I believe he did win a ring. Yeah, he won a ring with these guys already. So Bob Cousy won as well. Dolph Schayes looking for that first one, and they just got some new motivation to help him out. So we'll see how the Lakers can do in this season. The Nationals got George Mikan, Max Zaslavsky, the same core. See if they can make any noise. Mikan is still ringless. He's won every MVP, it feels like, the last 5 or 6 years. Let's see if he can get it done this year. Olympians don't exist. Then the Fort Wayne Pistons, they look pretty weak now. They got Earl Lloyd as their best player. Then Rochester, they got Arnie Rison, Corey Cooper, Dick Groat, D. Palmer. You know, they got some guys. Then we go to the Philadelphia Warriors, and that is where Paul Arizin is. He was able to get Joe Folks his first ring, fulfilling the real-life prophecy, but now this team has gotten a bit worse. Sagana Christopher here, George Yardley. So they got a little squad. We'll see if they can make some noise. Here's the top 5 in the NBA at this point. We have Bob Cousy, Dolph Schayes, George Mikan, Carl Brown, and Paul Arizin. Larry Faust is the other 90. But yeah, this league is getting better and better each year, and the depth is coming. The depth is coming in. So let's see who is going to win the MVP, see if Mikan can keep it going. We'll see if the Lakers can get their revenge on the Warriors, or if Paul Arizin will keep things going. Alright, let's sim to the end of the season. I'll see you guys there. We have a trade between the Pistons and Nationals. I will approve that. In the 1953-54 season in real life, the Minneapolis Lakers at 46-26 had the best record in the league. Neil Johnston led the league in points per game at 24.4, and in the NBA Finals, the Minneapolis Lakers took down the Syracuse Nationals for their third straight ring, 4-3, and the Indianapolis Olympians will be folding. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new MVP, Bob Cousy for the Minneapolis Lakers. 22 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists. What a beast, shooting 62%, my goodness. Ray Felix, Rookie of the Year, 17 and 14 for him. What overall is he? 78, wow, good for him. Chuck Darling, 6th Player of the Year, 12 and 8, or 12 and 9. George Mikan, also for the Nationals, is going to keep his Depoy title going, though. Only 22 and 11 from him, so a down year. Most improved player is Jim Beachtold for the Fort Wayne Pistons. Bob Cousy wins Clutch Player of the Year as well. Steve Kerr and the Philadelphia Warriors win 72 games. That is the most by far in this resim, and it's the Warriors, not the Lakers. I'm shocked. The Warriors riding out last year, and Paul Arizin's not going to win MVP off that? That's crazy. But here are the first teams: Cousy, Schayes, Davies, George Mikan, and Paul Arizin. He better get up here. How many points did he average? Only 20 a game. Wow. This Philadelphia Warriors team's legit. The All-NBA second team, Bill Milkvey, Harry Gallatin, Ray Felix, Dick Groat, and Corey Cooper. How can an All-NBA second team be off of just 2 teams? That's insane. All-NBA third team is Larry Faust with the Celtics, Arnie Rison with the Royals, Brown with the Celtics as well, Nat Clifton with the Knicks, and Sagana Christopher with the Philadelphia Warriors. Then here are the defensive first teams and second teams, and the rookie teams are here as well, if any of you guys are interested in that. Now we look at the bracket. Lakers are the 2 seed, I'm not surprised. Let's look at the actual standings. Philadelphia won 72-10. Minneapolis goes 64-18, not too surprising. Rochester goes 58-24. Bullets win 50 games, Hawks win 50 games. Celtics and Nationals round out the playoffs, and the Fort Wayne Pistons miss it by a game. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty accurate of what I would have expected based on the teams, other than the Warriors being this successful. I mean, they got a really solid team. They're deep, but 72 wins, my goodness. Especially with these guys in the league. You got Cousy and Shays with Sharman. And then the bench is incredible too. Jack Nichols was in the finals messing things up, and he's coming off the bench for this team now. Should be very interesting to see. Oh wait, I simulated game ones, but let's actually look at the stats real quick. League leader in points was Dolph Shays with 24.3 a game. Earl Lloyd right there as well with 23.1. Rebounds, Ray Felix with 14.8. The rookie of the year snags the rebounding title. Bob Davies breaking his own assist per game record with 13.2 a game. Steals wise, he runs it again, 2.0. And the blocks, no way, I'm not going to give it to the fake guy. We're going to say George Mikan with 2.5 blocks a game did it, because having a 54 overall, averaging 2.6 blocks a game, what the hell is this? Field goal percentage, George Yarley with 63%. Bob Cousy, the MVP, second in field goal percentage. That's really impressive. And we're good on the 3-point percentage. Beautiful. All right, so without further ado, let's start getting into these elimination games. I believe the Royals Celtics would be our first one. Yes, it will. And the Celtics are up 1-0. So here are the 2 teams. Oh, we got some injuries. Yeah, Carl Brown's hurt. Corey Cooper's hurt for the Royals. But the Celtics are up 1-0 in the series. Let's see who will take it and who will move on to the NBA Finals. Or not the NBA Finals, the Conference Finals rather. And okay, the Royals are going to extend this at least one more game. Grote with 25, 6, and 8. Palmer with 21 and 6. So they are 1-1. Bullets, Hawks. I believe it said the Bullets were up 1-0. So let's see how this goes. And the Bullets just absolutely killing the Milwaukee Hawks right now. I think they're realizing the desperation. They don't have many seasons left together, so therefore the Hawks are out of here. Davies with the 18 assists still wasn't enough, but who is this? Ralph Polson for the Bullets getting it done, and they will move on to the next round. Lakers up 1-0 on the Knicks. I'd be shocked if the Knicks are even able to stay in this game, remembering the rosters from the beginning, but the Knicks are actually whooping their butt right now, and they're going to force game 3. Palermo and Beck leading these guys. How are they able to? Yeah, Cousy had a triple-double. Shays 24 and 11. Didn't matter. Knicks still alive. Now we move on to the Philadelphia Warriors versus the Nationals. Can George Mikan put up a fight, or will they just concede another year? It's looking like they're going to concede another year. This Warriors team is legit. Paul Arizin leading the way with 26. Where is Mikan? Wow, Mikan with just 9 points, 2 for 11. Is this the end of Mikan in a Nationals jersey, man? He's got to start considering his career at this point. He's 30. But back to the Royals Celtics series. Let's see who will take game 3/game 7. And it's going to be the Royals with little to no doubt. Dick Grote, Skippy Whitaker. This little squad is going to move on. And let's see if the Knicks can actually pull off the impossible against the Lakers' little super team from the 50s. But it is looking like the Lakers. Hold on. No, the Knicks are still in it for now. Come on, Knicks. Yeah, not enough. I wanted to hop in so bad, I really did, but Minneapolis is going to take it 109-100. Good effort from them, but Dolph Shays and Bob Cousy were just too much. And now we have the 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't be too surprised. When we dive in here, we got Cousy and Shays going up against Dick Grote, Arnie Rison. Corey Cooper is injured for them though. And then when we go to the Warriors Bullets side of things, yeah, Arizin's a 91, Fultz is still here, and the Bullets, they just got a solid all-around team, man. They don't really have any weaknesses. So let's see who comes out on top. I believe these series are still best of 5, if I remember correctly. So the Warriors are up 2-0 on the Bullets. Let's see if they can complete the sweep or if the Bullets will fight back. I think the Warriors swept the playoffs last year, right? But the Bullets, trying to make sure that doesn't happen, we'll hop in a minute 30 to see if the Warriors will get back to the finals. All right, Buddy Jeanette gives it to Haynes. Let's see where they go. The Bullets, they can go to anybody really. Haynes down the lane, he's gonna lay it in. Big time play from Marquez Haynes. He's got 14. Now the Warriors are gonna have to respond. Can Arizin find something? Finley, down the lane, he stopped. Christopher, looking for a screen from Arizin. Christopher gets by. Can he make the layup? He can. Good move from Christopher. He's got a little hobble. He's playing injured, but he wants to win. Warriors are trying to repeat and go back to the finals. Bullets want another chance. Haynes forces it. Not a good play. Tipped up. Arizin has it. Now they go to Ralph Beard. Ralph Beard, where will they go? Kicks it for Finley. Finley driving inside. Puts it up. He's fouled, and it rolls out. So some huge free throws here from Finley. Also, forgot to mention, I don't know how I didn't say this at the beginning, but the 24-second shot clock is officially here for the rest of the simulation. Teams cannot just stall out for a full minute. They actually have to get up a shot after 24 seconds. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are waiting for that. I definitely was. But it's here. The time has come. Finley, oh, they're going to give him this. He hits the first. He's going to have a chance to tie this game with that free throw. Folks is going to check in. Did they have like bench players in? Or I guess they just moved some guys around. But here we go. Second free throw for Finley. Can he tie this game? He can. 94-94. Bullets with an opportunity to force game 4. Servey kicks it over to Ford. Ford fakes. Back out to Servey. Al Servey. What's he going to do with it? Stopped. Pollard. They're running out of time. Harrison's going to have to put it up. Contested shot is good from Bob Harrison. What a play. How did he get that one to go? He was contested, full desperation heave, and he puts it in. Can the Lakers, not the Lakers, can the Warriors now respond? They get it into Christopher. Quickly to Arizin. He hasn't really touched it much since we've popped in here. Will they go to Arizin for this final play? It looks like they will. 4 seconds, 3. Arizin driving inside. He's blocked. What a block from the Bullets. Oh my goodness, what a play. That was an incredible block. I need to see who that was. That was number 15, right? What a block. That game was madness, man. Don Otten is the guy. Otten manning down the paint. Arizin had this play, but Otten got on it, and the Bullets will survive game 3. What an incredible showing that was. Now we'll look at this Royals-Lakers game. Royals are actually up 2-1 on the Lakers. It's like the Lakers just want to lose. And it looks like the Royals are going to give them the business unless there's a late comeback in store. But it's not going to be enough. And the Royals are going to the NBA Finals. I think it's behind Dick Groat. He's averaging 26 points per game in this playoff run. Look at him. So Dick Groat getting it done, eliminating Cousy and Shays in the process. So now let's look at this Warriors-Bullets series. See if the Bullets can keep the momentum going after that incredible block from Don Otten. And it looks like they're at the very least going to force another game, and they will. Jim Pollard, Al Servey, Don Otten got these guys in a dogfight. 72 wins, and we're going to game 5/game 7 in Philadelphia. But the Philadelphia Warriors, at the end of that first quarter, something snapped. But it's not over. Hold on. Bullets, are we coming back? Oh, Bullets, no. Bullets, no. Yeah, they're not going to have enough. The Warriors are going to go to the finals. I'm not rooting for anybody, but it would have been fun to see the Bullets upset the 70-win Warriors. But now, the Rochester Royals, 58 wins. They're still a legit team, but now they have to play the 70-win Warriors. Well, I was really expecting a Lakers-Warriors rematch, so the fact that the Royals are here, that's very impressive. So, let's see what they can do. Game 1 goes to the Warriors. Game 2 to the Warriors. Game 3 to the Royals. Hold on now. Game 4 to the Warriors. We'll check out the box scores. Game 1 was a Warriors win by almost 40. Game 2 was a 3-point game, a lot closer. Arizon led both times. Game 3 was a 2-point Royals win. Dick Groat with 24 and 10. Arizon and Cooper with 24 apiece. And then in Game 4, the Warriors won a 3-point game. So it wasn't even a big-time win. Dick Groat had 33. He even hit a 3-pointer. So, wow, I mean, he's really putting in work. But let's see, will the Royals' fun end here, and will the Warriors go back-to-back? Or will the Royals have something to say about it in this Game 5? Beautiful. Minute 54, 108-105. Warriors can end this season champions. This is Game 5 of the 1953-54 NBA Finals. Can the Warriors get the job done and go back-to-back, led behind Paul Arizon? Takes a screen right. Arizon spins, gets bumped, gives it to Cooper. Cooper to Christopher. Sagana Christopher. Sizing up. He's going to put up a contested 2. It's no good. Rebound, Workman. He puts it up. No good. Rebound, Dick Groat. The Royals got to work. They've been on a little comeback in this fourth quarter. Dick Groat finds Brand. Brand goes over to Whitaker. Brand, it's tipped. Almost stolen. Rison has it. Rison's injured, though. Let's see. Arnie Rison, can he come up with anything? He's getting stopped in place. He's got to shoot it. He doesn't get it off in time. So that is not an ideal play when you're down 3 in the NBA Finals with just a couple minutes left. Season on the line. You can't afford a shot clock violation there. Arizon gets the lane, but he gets blocked. Great defense from the Royals to collapse. Jacek has it. Now we go to Groat. Dick Groat spins, puts it up and misses. Tipped out, rebound goes to Jacek. The Royals have it back. How did Groat miss that layup? Dick Groat goes down the lane this time. Left-hand layup is good. So that tipped rebound was huge for him. And now Philadelphia has the ball, 1-point lead with just 34 seconds remaining. Royals are keeping the pressure on, pressing up, hoping for a steal maybe. But here we go, Arizon. Can they put a dagger into the hearts of the Royals? Arizon got a nice angle, but he kicks it down to Workman, who steps out of bounds. Arizon was trying to do too much, and he kicked it to the big man who could not keep his feet in bounds. So now the Rochester Royals have a chance here to take the lead. Here comes Dick Groat. He's been doing a great job this whole playoffs, keeping this team alive when a lot of people had them out. A lot of people counted them out. What can Dick Groat do for the season? 3 seconds left. He drives. He puts it up. It's good. Dick Groat saves the season for the Royals. What an incredible move and play. That's exactly what they needed. He's done it time and time again on this playoff run. Took down Cousy and Shays, and now he's forced Game 6 back in Rochester against this 72-win Warrior team. Christopher almost made that, but it wouldn't have counted anyway. I know they have 0.3 seconds, but I know how this game works now. It's not gonna, no. But man, what a game. Yardley had 23 and 8. Arizon also with 20. Dick Groat with 36, 7 and 7. He had 2 threes this game. I mean, this guy is just unbelievable. 3-2. Can the Royals force a Game 7, or will the Warriors say enough is enough? 2 minutes. Oh no. The Royals were in it, but they stalled out in the fourth. And the Warriors are going to win a back-to-back championships. 34 seconds to go. Philadelphia is going to reign supreme. They won last year behind Arizon, sweeping the playoffs. And it wasn't as clean of a run this time around, but they are going to repeat. Workman. Oh, I thought they called the foul. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it. The Philadelphia Warriors are your 1953-54 NBA champions behind Paul Arizon. I looked at that roster at the start of the year. I said, I don't think they're good enough, but clearly I was wrong. They won 72 games. They backed it up in the playoffs. They won the whole thing. Huge shout out to Dick Groat and the Royals, though. He really put in work trying to get that done for them. But the better team reigns supreme. They won 72 games for a reason. Look at them celebrate. Yardley off the bench. Arizon, Folks gets another one. After struggling for so many years, Joe Folks finally getting his championship, his little dynasty. We may be witnessing the next dynasty. We had the Capitals. They won 4 straight. And now the Warriors have won 2 in a row. We'll see if they can three-peat in this next year. holding up the trophy. And Paul Arizin holding the finals MVP. No one should be surprised at this point. Yeah, this guy's doing incredible things, man. Arizin, a calm 23, 10, 4, and 5 steals. Nothing even too crazy. Chuck Cooper with 18 and 7. And then for these guys, Dick Grote didn't have one of his God games this time, but he had 7 turnovers. He tried his best, man. He did everything he could. But the Warriors are going to win this series in 6 games. There you go. The Philadelphia Warriors have won the championship. Paul Arizin finals MVP, averaging 25.5, 8.5 rebounds, 4.7 assists, almost 3 steals a game, 55% from the field, and they're champions, man, back to back. So we'll check out the player retirements, see if anyone is leaving us. Belis Smalley, I do remember this name. Did he win anything? He got a couple all-star appearances, couple all-team NBAs, all-NBA second team and third team. So we will miss you, Belis. Thank you for your service in the league. But yeah, without further ado, that's going to do it for this season. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. We'll see if the Warriors can keep up their dynasty.